At the most.
Stephanie White has chosen Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin Clark, and that's just flat out the truth. Stephanie White wants to run this offense through Kelsey Mitchell, and she says it herself right here. She wants Kelsey Mitchell to keep firing.
Caitlin Clark fans, you might want to sit down for this one because Stephanie White just made it crystal clear. This ain't Caitlin's team. It's the Kelsey Mitchell experience, and she's driving with both hands off the wheel. Forget the draft hype. Forget the media circus. Clark's now playing sidekick while Mitchell's out here stealing scenes like she's auditioning for a heist movie. Is this coaching genius or basketball betrayal? Either way, the Fever just got real dramatic. Stephanie White just pulled the most Indiana move imaginable.
No, this is not great. You remember in the offseason, Kelsey Mitchell was a free agent. And for a long period of time, I got the sense that she actually came kind of close to not coming back to the Indiana Fever. And I'm going to tell you why. When I watch her play, there's plenty of times I'm like, she thinks she is the superstar on this team.
She officially transformed the Indiana Fever from Caitlin Clark's team into the Kelsey Mitchell Variety Hour, sponsored by pettiness and fueled by the tears of confused Fever fans trying to decode whatever passive-aggressive shade she's serving next. Oh, you thought the team was building around the rookie with the billion-dollar brand and MVP chance in every arena. That's cute. Nope, this team is apparently running on ego. Triple-check notes from the anti-marketing playbook and a steely determination to fumble every bag within reach. Let's be real here. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a walking economy. She's got more viewers than Game of Thrones reruns and moves more merch than the entire WNBA combined. And yet, here we are watching.
One of the first people to tell you guys, man, I knew something like this was going to happen. I spoke about this last week, man, when I told y'all Caitlin Clark relationship with these players when that video came out and they really didn't acknowledge her. Now, I'm not saying this is Kelsey Mitchell's fault, but y'all know the old saying John the Liquidator says is looking real spooky.
Watching her sit in the corner while Stephanie White lies, who should honestly consider a side hustle as a pooter, funnels plays to Mitchell like it's 2019, and social media still needed convincing that the WNBA was watchable. But sure, let's pretend this is about basketball and not some middle school mean girl vendetta dressed up in a pants. Clark could score 40 with one leg and a blindfold, and Stephanie would still throw in a post-game comment about playing within the system, which is WNBA code for sit-down Barbie, you're making my favorites look bad. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell chucks up a heat check 3 from the parking lot with
23 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this
seconds
year.
Left on the shot clock. And White's over there applauding like Mitchell just split the atom. Look, nobody's saying Kelsey Mitchell isn't talented. The woman is a certified bucket, but you can't build a dynasty on volume shooting and vibes. This is basketball, not brunch. Mitchell's game is offense first, defense sometimes, and leadership whenever it's convenient. She'll get you buckets, but she won't carry a franchise.
Caitlin Clark is one of the most powerful women in the world. Folks, Forbes came out with an article, Editor's Pick, in which they named Caitlin Clark one of 100 women, not one on the list, one of 100, so one of many, one of 100 of the most powerful women in the world, the first time.
To the next era, Caitlin Clark will shoot it while breaking records, selling out stadiums, and smiling through press conferences like she isn't being systemically iced out by her own coach. And this hairball narrative they're trying to staple to Caitlin, hilarious. Stephanie White had the audacity to complain about Clark taking deep threes, like she hasn't been doing that since the womb. That's her game. That's literally the entire reason people outside of Indiana even know what a Fever jersey looks like. But when Kelsey Mitchell does it, suddenly it's art, it's strategy, it's veteran instinct. Girl, please.
Score. But her assist and rebounding is not where I want to see, quote unquote, somebody that's supposed to be the best player on the team. I bet in their eyes, that's not okay. It's not where it needs to be.
If Mitchell pulls up from the logo, she's channeling Kobe. If Clark does it, she's selfish. The hypocrisy is so loud, it's probably echoing through the Gainbridge Fieldhouse walls right now. And for what? To preserve some weird pecking order that died the moment Caitlin Clark's highlights hit ESPN for the 10th time in a single day. And don't even get us started on the locker room energy. Caitlin walks in with media frenzy. The favoritism is so cartoonish, it's practically sponsored by Acme. At this point, it's less about strategy and more about sabotage. Because this isn't just a player-coach mismatch. This is an entire organizational identity crisis wrapped in a defensive scheme that's allergic to winning. Indiana doesn't deserve Caitlin Clark. There, someone said it. She came in and gave this team life. She injected excitement into a franchise that was previously known for was it known for anything? Before Caitlin arrived, Indiana fever was what you caught after spending too long in the humid Midwest. Now they're on national TV drawing bigger crowds than entire MLB games. And instead of nurturing that, they're gaslighting their own golden goose. The math ain't mathing, and the logic has officially entered another dimension. Let's not forget, Caitlin didn't even have to be here. She could have skipped town for a bag overseas, or waited for an expansion team that would actually center her.
Kelsey Mitchell was a free agent. And for a long period of time, I got the sense that she actually came kind of close to not coming back to the Indiana Fever. And I'm going to tell you why. When I watch her play, there's plenty of times I'm like, she thinks she is the superstar on this team.
Instead of silently sabotaging her, but no, she showed up, smiled, threw it, and kept making plays while getting bounced around like a piñata by defenders who treat her like a human traffic cone. What makes this even more ridiculous is that Clark is still outplaying everyone. On the court, she's dropping dimes, spacing the floor, making defenders look like confused Sims characters, and doing it all while being double-teamed like she owes someone money. But the offense still runs through Mitchell like it's carved into stone tablets. Why? Because Stephanie White is apparently on a personal quest to redefine coaching as just vibes and favorites. Now, this isn't development. This is career assassination with a Nike swoosh. It's not just that the Fever aren't maximizing Clark. They're actively minimizing her. Every play not drawn up for her is a wasted possession. Every minute she sits so Mitchell can launch bricks is a slap in the face to everyone who thought we were entering a new era of WNBA stardom. And let's talk about that new addition to the roster, another guard who just so happens to play the same position as Clark. Coincidence? Sure, if you believe in Santa Claus and balanced WNBA officiating, this is clearly just another attempt to shrink Caitlin's minutes and bury her under a depth chart full of coaches' pets. It's getting so petty, we're one practice away from Stephanie White banning ponytails just to make Clark uncomfortable.
Two things are clear. If Caitlin Clark plays in the All-Star game, it will set records. But now, because of her popularity, even if she doesn't, it will break records and be the second highest
Let's
ever.
not forget, this isn't college anymore. This is the league. And Clark came into this league already a superstar. Meanwhile, Stephanie White is clinging to a depth chart that looks like it was written by a confused Magic 8-ball. If Clark leaves this team, it won't be because she couldn't hack it. It'll be because Indiana kept mistaking its best asset for a threat. Instead of a foundation, let her go. Let her walk. Let her sign with a franchise that actually has the range to elevate, not eliminate. Because when she does, when she joins a team that actually wants her, the Fever are going to be stuck running. ISO plays for Kelsey Mitchell while Caitlin Clark turns another city into the epicenter of women's basketball. And Fever fans will finally realize they traded in a dynasty for a game of whose turn is it to chuck a shot this quarter. The sad part is, Clark isn't even mad. She's been nothing but professional. But there's a limit to how much disrespect you can mask with a smile. And the league sees it. The fans see it. The ratings sure as hell see it. What's Stephanie seeing besides the bottom of the standings? Let's be real. Indiana doesn't just have a Caitlin Clark problem. They have a self-sabotage problem, a leadership crisis, a coach who thinks favoritism is a play style, a front office asleep at the wheel, and a fan base stuck watching generational talent get treated like an afterthought. If they're trying to force Clark out, congratulations. It's working. Because nothing says welcome to the big leagues like being iced out by your own coach. Don't say nobody warned you.
Caitlin Clark came out on the Sue Bird podcast and said that Stephanie White don't want her shooting. She said that, Stephanie White said that, Caitlin, if you're missing, just drive, don't keep.
You had the face of the league, and you treated her like a bench warmer. So congratulations, Stephanie. You've officially made this Kelsey Mitchell's team. Hope the ticket sales can keep up. Meanwhile, Clark will be out there building a dynasty somewhere else. And if you listen closely, you can already hear that we should have built around her chants echoing through the half-empty arena. But don't worry, Indiana, you'll always have what, exactly? A few grainy highlight reels of Mitchell going 7 for 21 in a moral victory against the Dream. A coach who thinks rotations are just a suggestion. A front office that treats generational talent like it's a Groupon deal that expires in 30 days. Let's be crystal clear. Caitlin Clark is the moment. She's not a role player, not a project, not some ninth pick you slowly develop. She's the reason your team is even on national television. Before Clark, the Fever's biggest headlines were about draft lotteries and rebuilding years, which is just code for please keep watching. We swear we're trying. But now you've got a rocker in the building. And instead of rolling out the red carpet, this team needs to evolve to her. You don't tell Mozart to play quieter so the tambourine player doesn't feel left out. You don't ask Beyoncé to sing backup because Cheryl's been here longer. But here we are watching one of the most hyped prospects in basketball.
This is Kelsey Mitchell's team, y'all. I'm telling you right now.
Efficient night, but still an impactful night. And especially in that fourth quarter, is there any kind of message you need to say to her? Anything that we still need you to keep shooting and keep going or anything like that?
Here she go.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just telling her, like, let it fly. It's going to go.
Let it fly. It's going to go. You've never heard her say that with Caitlin. You've never heard her say that with Caitlin. Keep shooting it. Let it fly. She's never said that. If anything, she looked pissed off on the sidelines when Caitlin shoots.
Get benched. Like she stole someone's parking spot and while all this is happening, guess who's still smiling? Guess who's still putting up numbers, showing up for fans, answering dumb questions with grace, and signing autographs until her hand cramps? Caitlin freaking Clark. Meanwhile, Stephanie's out here pouting like she lost the lead in the High School Musical to the new kid with actual talent. It's not just mismanagement, it's sports malpractice. And one day soon, when Clark inevitably walks, the Fever will have no one to blame but themselves. There will be no hiding behind chemistry or development or letting veterans lead. You had the sun, and you tried to dim it to protect your desk lamp. Let her go. Let her flourish. Just remember, you already had it and you blew it spectacularly historically. But hey, at least Kelsey Mitchell will still be able to launch a contested 3 and jog back like she just solved world peace.